Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will present my journal entitled The Factors That Influence Student Motivation and Enthusiasm for Learning Case Study at Nurul Huda Islamic Junior High School, West Java, Indonesia. Islamic Education Guidance and Counseling Department, UPB South Cikarang, Bekasi, Regency. Introduction. Education is not only seen as an effort to provide information and skill formation, but is expanded to include efforts to realize individual needs and abilities in order to achieve a better personal and social lifestyle. It is understood that education and science are very important for human survival. With education and knowledge, humans will be more focused because they know what is right, what is wrong, and what brings benefits and what brings harm. Even in the Al-Quran, it is stated that seeking knowledge is very important for every human being because humans who have knowledge are said to have a high degree. Research methods. This type of research use qualitative methods using interview techniques, observation, and literature study. The subjects used to obtain data on factors that influence motivation and enthusiasm for learning were Class 8 students at Madrasah Sanawiyah Nurul Huda, totaling 46 students. Research data was obtained using one-on-one interviews with students, direct observation techniques, and literature studies to add other supporting data. Result and discussion. Data on factors that influence motivation and enthusiasm of Class 8 students of Nurul Huda Islamic Junior High School. Based on the figure in table 1 above, it can be seen that the factor that influence students' motivation and enthusiasm for learning is because there is someone the student likes 48% of students want to gain knowledge, 78% of students receive pocket money or allowance, 38%, and students can play with their friends for 35%. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has regulated the etiquette of association with the opposite gender. Islam is a religion that regulates all aspects of life, including relationship. Good relationships are clearly recommended in the Quran and Hadith. In Islam, it is not free for women to associate with men as they wish. There are etiquette and rules that must be obeyed, especially socializing with members of the opposite gender who are not their mahram. Among the rules are 1. Lowering your gaze or gadul basar. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala commands us to lower our gaze towards something that we fear will cause something bad. 2. Dress politely. Therefore, we must wear the best clothes possible, so that in our attitude and movements we do not cause temptation to other people. And by wearing clothes that comply with the norms, we can also protect ourselves, especially for women who are required to wear clothes. 3. having shyness. According to Ibnu Daqiq al-Id, he stated in Sharh al-Umdah that the meaning of shame is to prevent and restrain. Therefore, prevention includes the consequence of shame, and the suggestion to have shame is a motivation to prevent disgraceful action. And the last 4, avoid sinful actions. Sin comes from the word janbun, the plural form of junubun, which means sin. Immoral acts that must be abandoned, especially by women, include 1. Avoiding contact with people who are not their mahram. 2. Prohibition of being alone or alone with people who are not mahrams. And 3. The prohibition of tabarruj is like excessive decoration. Lastly, there is a conclusion. Based on the result of the research and discussion that has been carried out, it can be concluded that they are 4 indicators of factors that influence student motivation and enthusiasm for learning, namely, because there is someone student like, because they want to gain knowledge, because they want to get pocket money from parents, and because you can while playing with friends. Based on the result of research analysis regarding first, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala created men and women to know each other because humans are social creatures where there is diversity or personality, character, ethnicity, and age. Their lives and the function of getting to know each other. The other is so that fellow human beings can respect each other and can humanage each other because of diversity or difference. And second, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has regulated manners in interacting with the opposite gender. Namely, that it is explained that humans are encouraged to get to know each other. But this must be accompanied by norms or rules that have been established by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Moreover, those who are not mahram must obey his rules or prohibition. This social etiquette aims so that even though men and women can get to know each other, they must remain within the appropriate limits set by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. That's all of my presentation. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.